liberals being the enemy within, talking about using the military to go after these people. His defenders say, oh, no, he's talking about going after illegal immigrants, or he's going after mobs in the street. And Trump will say, no, no, no. I mean, going after the Pelosi's, going after Adam Schiff, going after Democrats. And these campaigns are in two different universes.
Yep. So what is wrong with wanting to arrest and hold accountable the people who have done what they've done to our country in treasonous manners? Nothing wrong with that. If you've done nothing wrong, you have nothing to hide. And Trump does want to round up all the illegals. Yes, he does. Because we don't know who's running amok in our country. So, yeah, he wants to be a leader. He wants to be a protector. Absolutely. And that's what this country needs. And so you can push it and spin it every which way you want, you little table talks. But we know the facts, we know the truth, and we know Trump is the man for this country.
So when I win on November 5th to migrate, and remember this, we're going to win. I think we're going to win maybe bigger than anyone understands.
I believe we are too. I just believe we got to continue to get out and vote. Vote early, get it out there. Vote early. It's going to count, count, count. They're going to try everything they can on election night to do everything they possibly can. But there are safeguards in place. I know Tennessee's been cleaning up the voter rolls. That's the main thing. And truly, there wouldn't even be an election come November 5th, because if enough people turned out to vote in the battleground states, man, turn it red. Turn it red. It's happening, guys. It's happening, people. Like, what did he say? Too big to rig? That's what needs to happen. Too big to rig. Need to make sure it's too big for them to rig. Break the system. Break the system. God's in control at the end of the day. He sure is. God is in control at the end of the day. And I know he has our best interest at heart. And everybody knew the other night Eminem was at Kamala's rally. It seems to me Kamala has to get these stars. Guess who's coming to her rally tomorrow? I think it is Beyonce. Yeah, she's gonna have Beyonce there. It's like she's doing concerts to pull people in, to make it look as though she's got so many people supporting her. There are so many people that go to that just to hear the person sing. Beyonce, nah, done with that. She's connected to Diddy. Nah, that's done. All that shit's coming to a head as well. The truth is coming out. But Tom Arnold, I love Tom Arnold. He is an artist. He loves America. Well, he decided to take a few of Eminem's songs and do his own little rendition with them.
I never meant to hurt you. Put your pride flags high, Tim Walz is coming out the closet. One more time.
This looks like a job for me. I don't care about the economy. I'm a billionaire, so if you're me, it don't matter who wins the presidency.
I'm not afraid. I'm holding hands with illegal aliens and a pregnant man.
We're losing. We're stupid.
Yo, Kamala, Tim, come up here for this one. Two idiots going around me outside, round me outside, round me outside.
I like his rendition better. I love it. I do. I like his rendition better. So much more. When the Hurricane Helene hit, it has devastated the country in so many ways. And people are trying to rebuild and get things done the way they need it done, but they're not getting help from FEMA, getting help from all these other outlets and governments. They're just not doing it. Well, there's a new hurricane on the horizon, Hurricane Patty, and she's supposed to make landfall on Election Day in Florida, and conveniently will be hitting the exact same spot.
All right, everyone, here we go. Welcome back. It is October 24th, 2024. We are about a week from Halloween, and we are talking about yet another hurricane coming up from the Caribbean, making its way towards Florida, and basically making landfall in the same exact spot as Hurricane Helene and Hurricane Milton. All right, and now the crazy part about this, my friends, get ready for this. Landfall is expected, as of the data we have now, on Election Day, November 5th or the 4th. And as you can see, it's Western Florida, right near where Hurricane Milton and Hurricane Helene were both forecast to hit. I just want to say we have plenty of time for this to change, but for the last few days, I've been talking about this on X and showing these areas that are still prime for development of big hurricanes. And once again, my friends, here we are with another potential hurricane. And just the fact that this thing is showing on November 4th is going to put a lot of hype around this hurricane if it does continue to form. So I will obviously keep you updated on this storm from start to finish. But one thing we need to point out right now, as far as what this season has done, we are already the number 3 most costliest hurricane season on record. We are only third to 2 other seasons, which we may still beat. And as you can see right here, we are at $151 billion, only third to 2017 and 2005. With just the North Carolina damage alone from Helene, we may be pushing the number 1 costliest Atlantic hurricane season we've ever had. Now, for those of you that are going to tell me, oh, there's no hurricane forming, take a look at the Global Tropics Hazard Outlook Zone. The most favorable area for a hurricane to form is forming exactly where I just showed you. And this chart happens to go right through November 5th, the day after we see landfall near Florida. As far as the stats go for this season, on top of what I told you about the damage we've already been through, at this moment, Hurricane Milton is still the strongest storm we've had at 180 mile per hour sustained winds. And then we had Nadine and Oscar, which puts us to 15 total depressions, 15 total storms, 10 of those becoming hurricanes, and as of right now, 4 were major. My friends, whether this storm forms or not, the point here is to show you that the Caribbean and the Gulf are both very much capable of producing and continuing to strengthen these hurricanes. It's no coincidence that we see these storms wanting to go to the same exact areas almost every time we see a storm developing. No matter where they form, they've all been wanting to wrap into that Western Florida area. And finally, I want to end with this. Take a look at this chart. Since 2017, you're looking at every single major hurricane landfall in the Gulf of Mexico. That is 10 major hurricanes since 2017. Now, I want you to notice something right off the bat here. Look at how evenly spaced apart these major hurricane landfalls are in the state of Florida all the way through the Panhandle, and then it basically skips Alabama and Mississippi, and then goes right to Louisiana, where we have 3 major hurricane landfalls, not even counting Katrina, which was in 2005, and then we have Hurricane Harvey over here in Texas. What this leads me to believe, and you can believe this if you want, we should be expecting major hurricane landfalls around Alabama, Mississippi, and then 1 or 2 in coastal Texas between Hurricane Harvey and Hurricane Laura of 2020. Make of that what you will, my friends, but that is something that I very much see happening in the next couple of years, if not sooner. All right, my friends, with that said, that is what I got for you for today. Please share this video. If we have a hurricane on Election Day, that would be complete mayhem. Let's hope that all changes. I appreciate each and every one of you. Shout out to Canada, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.
Great weatherman there. Keeps us up to date. Can't trust the news media outlets. Can't trust any of them. It is just ridiculous. It really is. But with the hurricane that took place, why wouldn't they let anybody in to see? FEMA's trying to keep everybody out and just blatantly keep everyone or anyone from going in. Well, a few people have their own faults.
As soon as a natural disaster comes, they go in there. And why do you think when they do their search and rescue operations, they keep the public out? Did
Correct.
you just see that happening again?
Right.
That's why they keep the people out.
It's very true. And so Human Health Services Agency works also too with FEMA. And people think these guys are going and rescuing, but what they don't know is that they separate out children from families in hurricane disaster areas, and they are. It's a huge trafficking operation.
Lahaina.
And yes, it is. There was a bill that went into place. Now, this was a couple years back, has to do with the mining and stuff. And inside of this, it was supposed to protect. It's a FEMA bill. It's supposed to protect the American people. But if there is a hurricane and it's complete devastation. FEMA comes in, and if there are displaced children, they take those displaced children. And think about it, if you wipe an entire generations of families off the map with these storms, and there's children left, who would be able to stand up and say, "Hey, that's my kid," or anything? It's horrible. It's scary, and it's running amok. And I don't. It's at a serious point to where they are doing whatever they can, however they can, whatever they want to do. And we have no idea what they're doing with the kids. So if you think for 1 minute, oh man, it's more than that. You have not been given the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and sound mind. Exactly. And God gives us the discernment to know. I'm loading a couple of videos. It takes just a minute. We know that they've been needing to build a main road up to Chimney Rock to get to people. Everything's completely just gone, and people are trying to hold on to hope, but these third-party companies are swooping in now, and they're owned by Vanguard, of course, and they are actually buying, landlords rent to people in Chimney Rock and in other areas. And people are now saying that their landlord has told them that they have sold the property. And a lot of people argue with me and say, well, they'll never give up. They'll never give up the property. I'm going to tell you right now, the devastation that has went on there and them not coming in. We have military, we have enough people and enough departments to have already had so much help and found and rescued so many lives. They needed the people to not be found so they could confiscate the land or it be left unattended, eminent domain. They needed that power. And the ones that are left that are here, and here, or whatever, I'm telling you guys, it's all planned. They didn't want to save anyone. They didn't want to try to save anyone. That's just the way it goes with them. It was all about what they could do, how they could do it, and not give back to the American people. They want to take. That's all it is. They just want to take from the American people. Hey, Joseph, good to see you, love. And that's the way they're betting on people to die. They're betting on generations to not be there. They're betting on people to not put up a fight. They didn't even bring supplies in. The American people banded together, and they're still doing it. And there's been these roads built. Let's see if I can pull this up. I'm trying to download it, but it's giving me a difficult time. Okay. Nice try. Let's play these two for you. Hang on a sec. Yeah.
DOT was here yesterday, and they said, "Oh man, that road's not, it's not going anywhere." These boys from West Virginia, they come in.
No problem, they said.
And they said, "We'll be in 2 days."
2 days.
2 days will handle it. No problems, nothing. Watch this.
They're gonna make a road. They're gonna make a road back to Chimney Rock, right?
Absolutely. Yep.
I mean, in an area that looks impossible to rebuild a road again.
Well, I looked at it myself. I'm not an equipment operator, but I looked at it myself and I said, "Ain't no fucking way."
And they came in here.
And he came in here and said, "Oh yeah,"
with a big old American flag on the truck and said, "Yeah, watch and learn, boys." That's what it's about.
And it's hard to smile around here because just the smell of things, just the atmosphere. I mean, look, right over here. Look, this is what the whole place looks like. It's like a war zone.
Yeah,
it just is crazy.
It's the Wild West.
Everyone's on edge. The locals here are great people. We had a little miscommunication with the fire department at first, but right now they're on board.
Right.
The fire department's on board. The churches are on board
Yes.
now. Everyone's communicating very well.
Working together.
I mean, we've got people from like, it's just amazing really what's going on here, you know. But the guy's taking his time, his diesel, his energy, his equipment to help me build a tent pad up there. You know, it's amazing people. America.
That's America. That is America.
This is the real America.
The real America. Not the one you see about on TV, but on the ground.
I haven't seen one single politician here. I've been here for, I don't even know how long now. Been in Swannanoa, been at Burnsville, West Yancey Fire Station. Big shout out to them. Man, they did what you said. It's like, we're going to do what we feel is the best for the people in this community. I don't give a shit about who's in the White House right now. I don't care about, I haven't watched a single.
It hasn't mattered.
I don't see the people. I don't see the Democrats here. I don't see the Republicans here as far as the politicians. I haven't seen them the whole time I've been here. That's the first encounter I've had with FEMA.
The whole time.
Here, and I've been to property after property after property, cleaning them out, doing saw work, you know, scraping mud out of people's houses. The same shit everyone's been doing. You know, I'm not trying to pat myself on the back at all. This is the least I can do for these people.
Right.
Everyone has been helping. Every single person. This is what it's about right here. And if there's one good thing that this can come from this, and this is hard to say, is that it's bringing people together from all over the whole United States and Canada. And people are coming together and they're making it happen.
Yes, they are.
That's
Hey, you're gonna have a nice ass pad tonight. Mine was lumpy. It was a little lumpy.
We're gonna put a 10-foot canvas tent right there, so we can just kind of have like a big spot for people to sleep. And even if people need to come in that are coming in and trying to relocate to their homes, they can have a place to stay the night at. We've got coffee, we've got food,
laundry.
We've got Lydia. Lydia came with us. She's from New Jersey. She came all the way by herself. Just off the wind.
And this is just civilians. We're not with any organization. We all came and met.
She's cooking food for us. She's doing.
Now that particular video was the road that they were building through to bypass everything to get to Chimney Rock. Well, this happened today. They had a FEMA encounter.
All right. Everybody wanted this on camera. Hey, who are you with? Oh, cool. Why don't you slow the hell down coming through here?
Oh, I apologize.
Please. That's the second time one of you guys came flying through our construction zone. It happened yesterday as well.
I apologize.
If you guys have something to do down here, we have no problem working with you, but please, you blew a 20-foot tall dust cloud up there. We got construction equipment coming in and out of here.
Okay.
And yesterday we had a gentleman do the same thing, go about 35 miles an hour down through here.
I'm sorry.
Please.
I was just trying to get to these people to inspect their place, and
All right.
I apologize.
It's okay, brother. Just please let your friends know to slow down around here.
Okay.
And you said you're with FEMA.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so you heard it there that they're with FEMA, correct? And they're actually doing the inspections on the homes. And then the third party company comes in through them and they make the offers for the land. Well, myself and some other friends that come on the podcast a lot, we're talking, it seems to be hitting these areas where lithium is. You're right, Joshua, they do have lithium there. And so myself and some other friends got together and was looking to see what other places in the United States holds a shit ton of lithium. Well, upon researching, a study was completed by the USGS found that there are lithium reserves located under southwestern Arkansas that is estimated to be between 5 and 19 million tons. It is a main lithium source in Arkansas that could meet the world's demand 9 times over, the study says. So it's like smack dab. So me and my friend was talking and we were like, well, if something happens in that area of Arkansas, that would be the next point of something would happen, because they need the minerals. They want the minerals because they got so many plans for electric vehicles. Wow, I wish I was shocked that this is normal for those people to profit off devastation. Look at Bush and Cheney, made royalty money off that war they incited. Absolutely, absolutely agree with you. So this is going on now, and FEMA's showing up. You heard it. And he got it on camera where the guy's coming in there and they're building that road through there. My heart goes out to the people of Chimney Rock and other areas in North Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, Georgia. These people will stop at nothing to get what they want. Stop at nothing to get what they want. I mean, they need this stuff for AI. They need this stuff pushed for phones. I know in Tennessee, the one area, Newport, Tennessee, one of the purest minerals is found there of quartz, which is what is needed, and it's the only one in the United States that is needed for your computers, a conductor, your cell phones. And you can only find that, and it has to be that pure in Newport. And it happens to be one of the towns that was completely devastated. How convenient that these places that this hurricane's hitting has to be where all the minerals are. I find that non-coincidental. I find that because, see, here in Tennessee in July, Governor Lee put an order in place to where there could no longer be any more geoengineering. But they were going hard with this shit, the cloud seeding and stuff. They were going hard with that for months and months and months. And now all of a sudden you can't do it. Then this hurricane comes in. Now we've got Hurricane Patty on the horizon. And she's supposed to hit the day of election. Get out and early vote. Get out and early vote because, guys, make it too big to rig. Blow the algorithm, blow the system. Is the only way. Hey, Jeannie, remember the solar eclipse in 2017 and the fake one this year in 2024, where it made an X that seems to be the area targeted? You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. I wish I had that. I'd pull it up, but I don't have it. It was an actual line that went across the United States, and the X's were exactly X marks the spot of where this occurred. So it's quite disheartening, and it just lets you know that these people are crazy. They are plain out crazy, guys. These people are freaking nuts. What about robots? You know, they're going to need stuff with AI and robots and stuff, right? I saw where they have this company now that's coming out to where they want to be able to where you wouldn't have to have kids anymore. It actually, they fertilize the egg, they put it together, and they grow children in these labs. Yeah, sure do. And if you think they ain't already doing it, you're sadly mistaken.
Fourth Industrial Revolution.
One of the features of this fourth industrial revolution is that it doesn't change what we are doing, but it changes us.
The very idea of human being some sort of natural concept is really going to change. Up until now, the conversation we've been having is around freedom of speech. Once we can access people's thoughts and access people's emotions.
The focus, as all of you know, today is on what's now called the Internet of Bodies, involving medical implants and other kinds of devices that go inside your body, and all together with the Internet as a whole comprise the Internet of Bodies.
The Internet of Bodies, or IOB, is actually an ecosystem. It's a bunch of devices that are connected to the Internet that contain software and that either collect personal health data about you or can alter the body's function. We think of the Internet of Bodies as this collection of all these devices as well as all the data that the devices are gathering about you. And in healthcare, it's Internet of Bodies has been around for quite a while.
So the Internet of Bodies, imagine the power of AI. What is artificial intelligence? It's a way to automate computation and cognition. So we can now automate learning, perceiving, doing computation. It's a pervasive general purpose technology that will be used in all of our industries, that will come into our professional networks, our private networks, our schools, our industries and our offices. What I wanted to epitomize with the Internet of Bodies is this notion that we will be under assessment, we will be under measure of computation in every aspect of our lives in the future. From what you eat, who you date, what you buy on the internet, how much energy you use, but also what are your vital signs, or what are you doing in terms of health, what kind of specific genetic quirks do you have, what's your genome telling about your health, about your mental health, about how well you are doing, how well you are aging, what kind of disease you are susceptible to.
It has a bit of an Orwellian twinge to it.
Well,
so that is, they want to put implants, which Elon Musk has already started doing the implants with the Neuralink. And we were talking about this discussion the other night as well. They were saying, well, you know, Trump's going to do this and do that. Yes, there are people that are actually wanting to do good with these things they invent. All it takes is a sick-minded individual to add something to that and make it and bring it to life to where it is not what it's used for. See, the Democrat Party is always looking to use a positive invention for destruction, for their bidding against, for whatever reason. That is what they're always looking for. Good to see you, JB. I sure will. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you, hon. Heart problems at settings where you're in the midst of World War III without one bullet by flooding the areas. Same thing happened in the exact 1916. You're absolutely right, Jenna. Lastly, October 1st shooting in Vegas in 2017. It was all connected, and it's all about AI. They are both on the same side. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate you. No. I love it when you guys give feedback. And I wish I could post your comments on Instagram up there, but I don't know. I haven't figured that part out. Frequencies can heal you or harm you. Do your heavy metal detox. Have you ever put aluminum foil in the microwave? With heavy metals in your body, you are aluminum foil. Thank you, Joshua. I appreciate that. You're absolutely right. Joseph, Joseph's one of my sidekicks. He's always out there doing things. No, Oregon didn't have a big turnout. Love you too, my friend. Like, follow, and share, guys. I really appreciate it. With everything. But we have the podcast on Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays. And I do come on a Monday every now and then. It depends on what news comes out, but we definitely have them on Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays. I have been changing the time to where it's 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. So I try to bring current events and things that are not in the news at the moment. But I first and foremost try to bring you the truth. Every voice matters. Every voice matters. Sure will, Miss Jenna. I appreciate you. You do need exposure with everything. These people are crooked and they do need to be exposed and everything. Well, with that, guys, I want to say thank you for joining me tonight. That's the end of our show. Instagram only goes for an hour, and I usually run for about an hour. Sometimes I go longer. It depends when the guests come up. But I do work full time, so I try to fit it in when I can. And join me tomorrow night right here for our 130th episode. I cannot believe we've already hit 100. Well, tomorrow night will be 130 episodes. And also, if you want to donate and support the podcast, I have it listed right here I have the Cash Out tag right there if you'd love to support it. It does cost to keep it going. I'm new to this. I'm learning. So I'm building the platform. And I just want to get the truth out there to you guys and wake people up if we can. This is a very crucial time in our country. And like I said, your grandkids in the future generations are going to be the one that pay the price at this time. They sure will. They'll pay the price. Thank you, Robin. I appreciate you so much. We just have to work together and try to get the truth out there. So you guys follow me on Instagram. And if you have a story or if you would love to come on the show, DM me. I'm all about the American people's voices being heard. If there's something you need to talk about, or if you have something you know and you want to expose it, come do it right here on Country Crazy Podcast, because I would love to do that. That's the whole point. Let's expose them for what they truly are. I do have a great friend. Her and her husband have a Christian podcast they do on Facebook in the mornings. Russ Connell and Regina Connell, a podcast for the people. They do a Bible study. They read the New Testament in 93 days. Let's take a look at her newest video. She's such a sweetheart. You guys gotta go check out the show. It's in the mornings on Facebook, and get that early morning dose of the word. We gotta feed our spirit. God says to be effective, you need rest, but you have to feed the spirit. You have to eat to live for our human bodies. The spirit has to live as well. So you have to do that too. Absolutely. These people forgot to anticipate our prayers that cause exposure and shaking of all nations. Amen. Amen, Joshua. I appreciate that. Absolutely. But as always, guys, I want you guys to stay safe. Have a good Friday, and just pray for our country. Pray for Trump. He needs it. Because in the end, darkness always comes to light. And God is in control of everything. No matter what they think and how they think they can do it, they never will be able to stop God. And with that, Country Crazy.